dump trucko está aquí. Yeah, that's about as much Spanish as you're going to get out of me. Anyway, guys and girls, this is the dump truck I have chosen, thanks to RC84 Films. Basically what happened was I watched a video on his channel about the WL Toys 14600, I want to say it's what it's called. Anyway, it's one of the dump trucks that WL Toys makes, and it just says WL model truck. So I don't really know what one I've got. One thing I do notice is that with WL Toys, no grab handle. That's why I like the Wiener grab handle. This doesn't have one. Now the reason why I chose this dump truck is basically because out of all the dump trucks I've seen so far, this one is supposed to be proportional control on steering and throttle, whereas the entry-level Wiener dump truck, the 1573, isn't. And I kind of need that little bit of proportional control for where I will be working. Now, I could have spent more money and got the WE598, I think it's called. It's a silver Mercedes Actros dump truck, but it was nearly double the cost. And I'm not sure I can put nearly 150 bucks into an RC that the only real difference is authorized paint job, stickers, and a couple of flashing lights on the roof. Not sure I could put the money into that. So anyway, I went with the WL Toys 14600, and you guys are going to join me as we unbox this thing. Yeah, so El Dump Trucko Revelo. Okay, now this has been pre-opened by the looks of it, because I don't see any factory tape. Odd. Now, once again, the box looks like it's been delivered by a delivery driver who honestly could not care about his product. Look at that. Damage. So I'm hoping nothing's damaged on the inside. So once again, we've got that turtle killing foam. You know, if this ends up in the ocean, guys, turtles eat it and they end up getting killed. So we're trying to keep this stuff as much as possible out of the ocean. So let's see. It has suffered a big whack here on the foam, but it looks like the foam's absorbed it. So let's see what happens. Can I get this open? There's the... oh, it's upside down. Upside down, upside down, upside down. Oh, and there's tape on the foam? Really? You're going to make me slice open the tape on the foam? I love how they went to the effort of making sure that the foam wasn't tampered with, but the box could be. Weird. Okay, well there we go. There is our dump truck. Everything's been placed into the bed. I love the fact that there was no protection for the front of the truck whatsoever. None. But there was protection for the dump bed at the back. Go figure. So let's get this thing out and have a good look. Alright, here we go. Oh, there we go. Truck is now out of the box. We'll stick the box up there. Okay, so let's have a look at it. It's a reasonable size. Not gonna lie, that's actually a pretty big truck. Yeah, pretty big. Dump bed feels plastic. Cab feels plastic. This dump bed is actually hinged, so it will only open when you actually activate it, so that keeps your load in the bed rather secure. We do get an operation manual and a USB charger. Okay, be interesting. I see the USB charger, but I don't see the battery. Maybe the battery's in here, in with the controller. No, it feels too light. Okay. I'm going to be really angry if due to international shipping laws they've removed the battery, because that means I'm going to have to buy one. Where's the battery? Once again, we've got one of those PlayStation controllers. Could even be an Xbox controller. Looks more PlayStation-y than Xbox though. We've got our steering, throttle, and then we've got, I think, our bed activation buttons here. I'm going to assume, yep, those are buttons. Directional pad, got no idea why they would put a directional pad on here, but I don't even think it works because that's spinning around. Look at that. Who knows what that does? Have to read the instructions and find out later on. Let's see. Okay, so I can see we've got a screwdriver. Little screwdriver. Yep. Get into it. Give me a chance. Okay, there is our manual. Now, it is called a professional RC hopper truck. And it's got use manual. So I don't know if that's user manual or it just says use manual. It's in a mixture of Chinese and English. Okay, it explains to me that that is our sound and light switch. And these are apparently, I'm sorry, let me move that for you. So this is our sound and light switch here, and these are the operation of the hopper. That's our turn left, turn right. Oh, sorry, that's our throttle. That's our turn left, turn right. Those buttons there are, like, here are for the fine adjustment on the steering. So I'm saying it's got probably a motorized servo in here. Like, not an actual servo, but a motor that turns a cog, so you can do some adjustments of it on it. I'm not sure until I pull the thing apart eventually in the future when I go upgrade it. Make sure the battery's in the right polarity, and there's a bunch of Chinglish fails in here. What I mean by Chinglish is that some of the words are in English, but they don't make any sense at all. Like, the LED is lighting all the time when being connected. Okay. It tells me that it's a 7.4 volt, 1200 milliamp hour battery. Let's have a look at our charger. And our charger is supposed to be a what? This is supposed to be a 2 amp charger? 2000 milliamp, if I'm correct, would be about 2 amp. So that means it would take, oh wow. That means that this takes less than an hour to charge up. Let's see if that mentions it in the owner's menu. How long does it take to charge? Charging time 3 to 4 hours. So 2000 milliamp is actually 200 amp. So yeah, okay, 3 to 4 hours charging. Like all proper RC enthusiasts, I have a proper lithium-ion charger in the hobby room or shed or garage. You'll hear me mention it several times. It's my workbench. At the moment, it still has computers on it, so that's why we're not shooting out there. And yeah, I've got to figure out where the heck did they put the battery? Oh, there it is. I'm going to see if it's inside here because this is annoying. If it's shipped without a battery, I will be pissed because that means I've got to spend more money. So let's undo that screw. It's held in by screw. Now, there's one thing you'll need to understand with these trucks. It doesn't matter which one you go for, whether you go for the Wiener, the WL Toys, the Legendary, they're all based on the same model. They're all based on the same. The suspension's rigid. There is no suspension at all. None. If it had suspension, then it wouldn't be able to carry so much weight in the tray because then the suspension would flex, it would lower the chassis, and then basically wouldn't go anywhere. So that's why these trucks are all rigid. Yeah, so their off-road capabilities is quite compromised by that fact, but their loading capabilities and their carrying capabilities are actually improved. I didn't know about that, but that's what I've learned. I'm going to turn that little dial right here, and that should pop out our battery cage thing. I don't have fingernails, so I have to use a screwdriver. There we go. Yep, battery's installed. So it was in there after all. We're all good. This one is, well, it doesn't actually say on the battery pack because they've got a sticker on it telling you how to charge it. And it seems to be a JST plug. Okay. So this battery is the same battery that's in my, oh no, it's not. No, 7.4 volt, 6.7 volt, I think, in the Wiener excavator. So, might be the same, might not be. I don't know. But it does indeed say 1200 milliamp hour, 7.4 volt battery. And it looks like you just get two 1850 cells in it, which is better than the Bulldozer that only came with one. But so far, I'm impressed with the size. Now, before you guys say, what's that red plastic thing at the front? It's a simulated hydraulic lifter. Now, why do I say it's simulated? Is because all the dumping mechanism is done underneath the tray. It works on a kind of like a servo that has a circular mount, and it just goes constantly around and around. It's attached to like a motor. So even if you hold the down button, if you keep holding it, it'll eventually go to a point and start coming down again. So it's like a recirculating dump mechanism. But yeah, that's all I've got for you guys on this unboxing of the WL Toys 14600. I'm looking at getting the WL Toys 14800, which is a wheel loader or a front end loader. But that's going to take a little while longer to get here because currently the pricing of that thing is quite expensive. And it only just fits in my $300 per RC budget. Now, to give you guys an idea, this truck, the Bulldozer and the crane, I managed to score for less than the cost of a normal RC. Yes, they're all toy grade, but these are upgradable. There are upgrades you can get for these. So whilst they are considered as being toy grade, you can upgrade them. So I would say they are entry-level hobby spec. The only difference is that if you want to replace all the electronics in this thing with radio spec, like hobby spec radios, controls and things like that, it's going to cost you pretty much the same amount of money as it would to get a Tamiya. Tamiya Acros dump truck, for example. But if you just want to get out in the yard and do a bit of work, it'll be fine. Alrighty, guys and girls. Don't forget, last Bulldozer unboxing did really well, but I noticed a lot of you guys are not subscribed. So would you do me a huge favour and punch that subscribe button so you guys can stay up to date when I bring you the operational videos of these RCs. I will do an overhaul of their operations before they actually get to work. So make sure you guys are subscribed for that one. And until then, I will say I hope I didn't lose that battery screw, because that's all that holds that thing in on the bottom of the truck. So yeah, if I go over rough terrain and I've lost that screw, that's going to fall off. Alright, until next time, as I said, give it a thumbs up if you loved it. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down, as always. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you guys can stay up to date when I bring you the operational videos of these RCs. I always like to do the unboxings first so you guys get to see my reaction on how they come out of the boxes. And then, because none of the batteries are charged, it's kind of awkward to try and do an operational video when none of the batteries are charged. So I guess, as I said, stay subscribed and hit the thumbs up if you loved it. If you didn't, hit the thumbs down. And by the way, I encourage comments, guys. Hit that comment section down there. Tell me your opinions. What do you think of the WL Toys 1400? I mean, for me, it's a lot bigger than I thought. But until then, I will say bye for now. See ya!